ain't nothing going on in the pipeline. Right, yeah. Yeah, the economy's a bit. We've been having a poor start to the season, you know. We just haven't been able to get off from the
first quarter was a bit tough.
Hey, wait.
So harder to make signings because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, right.
No revenue from the fans and whatnot, you know.
The boys are just not motivated anymore, you know.
Don't worry, man. You know who's bounced back in the
second. Yeah, right.
You know, they had us in the first half, you know.
They had us.
You never know, mate.
They really had us.
You could have a little comeback in the third and fourth quarter.
Do you know what? We've had a couple interesting spells, you know. There's been some promising highlights so far, but you know, nothing sustainable, nothing consistent, right?
We're just looking for a long-term contract.
Yeah, that's what, you know what I mean. We're looking for the 5-year plus things, you know what I mean? Yeah, lifelong, you know, trying to make history out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Junior, they're looking casual on that, no?
Yeah, bro, because there's no need to yet. My guy's still alive.
Wait,
he's
what?
Still, bro, not even alive. He's still. No, wrong words. My guy's still alive. Well, he's still out in the line playing in the league, bro.
Yeah, I heard that.
Bro, you know.
To be fair, they're probably in Miami.
And they've still got, they've still got They still got a couple other chips to play for, bro. Okay. We haven't retired yet.
You guys.
Oh wait, no, not the Cavs though. Probably it'll be LeBron and then. Oh no, but it'll be the team in it. Yeah, it'll probably make a Miami one. Yeah, it'll probably make a Miami one, but you know.
Fam, you know I swear, I was like, what is going on? What are you talking about?
I was just talking about some basketball stuff, man.
I gathered that.
Hooper stuff. Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, bro, I recognise greatness, bro. Just because I don't think he's the greatest of all time, don't mean I won't really look. No, just Michael Jordan and them people there.
MJ.
And the other guy that wife cheats on him.
Wait.
You know what though? You know what though? Honestly, you know, I won't talk too much, but you know, I don't.
I swear they're not together no more.
No, they're probably not together, but she was doing a mad thing to him, but. Someone was allegedly doing something to
allegedly.
Scottie Pippen.
Oh, Scottie Pippen. But it was a bit of against the grain. It was,
you know, my good teammates, you know, faithful, you know, Gabriel Union, Dwayne Wade.
Huh? What? Faithful.
Well, who?
Dwayne Wade.
Allegedly. Oh,
Dwayne Wade.
I know, but you know,
you know, you can't speak on Muhammad.
Listen,
wait, cheers.
I don't know if it was a Gabriel Union, but I think he had obviously. You know,
if it's not Gabriel Union,
that's his first wife, right?
No, I know that, but still, wait, and Chris.
But you know what? Yeah, I won't lie. I feel like the only one that can even probably, and even then, I just feel like,
and Chris,
he just covers his tracks real well.
Well, yeah, well,
Black.
No.
Bro.
Adrian Williams, Bosch as well. You know, we don't have any scandals about the other teammates, but you know, your goat's teammate is getting my bitch out on the streets.
Relax, my guy.
You know, that's not my goat. My goat don't let their teammates.
Relax.
Do you support it?
Huh? I support the play.
A certain man keeps talking about his goats, but his goats is letting his, you know, teammate's wife do a bad thing.
Is he his father,
bro?
Listen, you know, MJ ain't got no problem. He's a billionaire. He's still making money. Don't worry about that. He's still doing his thing.
What's going on with Scotty, you know?
How many?
I heard that she broke up with a new guy, another NBA guy recently, after 4 months. Apparently, distance played a role.
That's her role, isn't it? But
bro, that's your goat, though.
Bro, don't worry about that.
That's your goat. Is he on this top? Why is he even on this top?
Oh, come on, bro.
He's shameless.
Relax. He's definitely on the top. My goat they're talking about is still outselling your goats in shoes.
Yeah, because we care about shoes.
Wait, no, I'm just saying.
Let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about legacy, bro. My guy's out here building schools.
You're gonna go outside of the basketball.
Your guy was out there gambling.
You're gonna go outside of basketball. That's all you got.
Wait, you're talking about shoes, bro. I'm talking about legacy, bro.
No, but this is related to the
king of
basketball. You talking about school,
bro? We can talk about basketball if you want.
In fact, you know what? Let's just stop the basketball thing here. I know the man you feel a little left out.
Yes, I know.
That's all I know.
But you know, before you came back, me and the man were just talking about Clubhouse, innit? Do you think it's gonna stand the test of time? Because it seems like it's starting to go on a dip.
Have you been on Clubhouse recently?
Yeah, just in proper like a law room, but nothing like that.
I was on it yesterday. Like, this is what I'm beginning to start acting. I was on it yesterday because even myself, someone must have pinged me or was talking about a room on Clubhouse, and then I get on it, and then there's this room full of like billionaires, and they just like as the room was going on. This was like past midnight. As the room was going on, people were literally getting notifications from Clubhouse saying, where's the thing? That creators and them people there will start being able to get money. Like, you see like how people just have cash up in their bios. So instead of that, I took a screenshot. So it says Clubhouse says payments is here for small groups of trusted Clubhouse creators. Give your audience and others an easy way to send you money. Visit your profile in the latest version of Clubhouse and sign up to receive payments and settings.
Oh, it looks like all the broke girls can go and start begging for peas again.
No, but it's that's not what it's.
Oh, I'm screaming.
It's gonna take a long time before
the IG babes.
Yeah, before they get on it. But more time it's for people who have really built up their Clubhouse platforms. Because these guys, because these guys are like the people that were there. They had like over 200,000 people following them on Clubhouse. I was just like,
send me money, guys, because just because he's generous and that's what you like doing.
Apparently,
allegedly.
That man have ulterior motives, man. Bunch of creeps.
Well, it's not all of them that
Oh, you like sending money?
I don't send money.
Have you ever sent money to a god?
I haven't sent money.
Then you're not involved, bro. Why are you defending them then?
Not fam. I'm talking about the actual like people who deserve it. Like people are saying how they've spent like hours on Clubhouse just giving out advice and them things there. Like if you want to, if it's a thing of like bless.
I enjoy this talk, man. How can I bless you?
Do you understand?
That's cool. That's fine. That's understandable.
And that's what a lot of the vibe was when that room was going on.
I've been on some rooms, got some decent gems. If I had a bit more dough, I guess I could make a little donation too. But unfortunately, I'm just trying to do what I have.
Yeah, fam. Like literally, look for that. Someone would literally just send them like $1.
All I do, say you have a quick you're in a room with like 1,000. I'm like, big man saying everybody just send me £10, please.
So please.
I just all say £10. There's 1,000 people in this room.
But yeah, they said
you guys can help me.
They said it's gonna take time though. It's gonna be a slow rollout.
Yeah, what they say.
So I think it's kicked off in America.
Oh, of course.
And then they said they think they're gonna do it based on the biggest Clubhouse locations around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So America, Canada. Then they say they think the UK. And then one girl, she was just like, it'll be interesting to see if he'll come to Nigeria. I was just like, just chill, man. Relax.
I don't know how, but then man will find some way to cheat the system.
Some way, somehow.
Somehow.
But yeah. I mean, I feel like with apps like that, like there will always be a way. Like if you keep it innovative,
Innovative,
But
they just need to find a way to, I guess, keep it. I guess.
I think it's because it's still in beta. It's still in beta version.
That's really still in the beta version, so technically it hasn't even really launched.
Do you know what I mean?
I guess it might still have potential in it, but it's got to keep people interested in it.
I think one thing that we forget that is actually it's not just for the blacks.
Well, let's just say
okay. Them man there, but fam, should we? How many people are getting into it?
Should we intro the episode?
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Awon Boyz Podcast, episode 49. You know what? Back in the Awon Boyz House, here with your host Junior.
It's your boy Akim,
and it's your favorite E-Man.
And yeah, man, we back here, episode 49. Thanks to everyone that's been liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all of them things there. Watching, just want to say we appreciate it. One episode of episode 50, so you know what's coming. Big 50th episode, landmark episode. Get ready, tell a friend to tell a friend, etc., etc., etc. I don't need to say the rest of everything.
I mean, it wasn't really Exciting. What's them people like? Them teleprompter.
Y'all gonna get this news. Y'all gonna get this news, alright?
Just listen to the words that he's telling you.
The direction I'm giving you. Yeah, no, but man. 50,
Big 50.
Big 50 coming up, man. So nearly a year straight consistent episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
In a few weeks' time.
So. Proud of your kids, man. Don't know, man. Stood the test of time and everything. Yeah. Haven't had any big punch outs. We've had some punch outs, but not big punch outs.
I mean, I got my guard on point, so I'm hitting y'all with the shoulder roll and stuff, but
Right. Cool.
Alright.
But yeah, no, big love to everyone been rocking with us. Yeah, I guess watch out. So, I guess you're taking it away.
Well, first of all, how you man's week's been, obviously. Yeah, how your week's been? You guys enjoyed the Easter holiday?
No.
You didn't enjoy the resurrection while we were saved?
I mean, I'd always do, because I'm always saved. Bro, this week's been interesting, man. I've been going for it. Still, I've been going for it, man.
You care to talk about it?
Nah, man, because they might be listening, man.
I'm screwed.
That's how last week, you man was like, oh yeah, he man's been having some wins, innit? He man's been having some wins, innit? I listened back to the episode, yeah. Julie was like, those people who be rooting for email and he ain't working. He ain't working. I was just like, this week they won, bro. This week they are.
Whatever y'all did, please.
Yeah, stop it.
Forgive me.
Stop it, man. I'm sorry, man.
Whatever I said, whatever I didn't mean it.
Listen to the words of the song, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, thank God I'm here today. I'm on the comeback again.
Yeah, no, it's calm. You tough, right? You tough, right?
Yeah, I'm tough.
Cool. What about you? What was your week, Sam? How was your Easter weekend? Just give you some time to take some water.
Yeah, my week's been. My week's been the same as always, man. Just living my life.
Did you take that today?
No. As you can see, I'm tired. But what can we do? Life gonna keep laughing.
Is it the football as well?
No, fun. Life, isn't it? Life's just laughing.
I was.
Same as well.
Do you have to do any? What is it? What's that like? Do you have to do any pre-training because you had the time off?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing, isn't it? We just played a team again. We just played the same. Basically, you just do inter-squad. We just did a friendly between ourselves, so 11 players in each team. We just played a proper match, just to test how people are, what's happening. Season starts Sunday, hopefully captain the team to some wins. We see what happens, innit?
Oh, they went to captain.
He
been captain, bro.
Oh, is it?
Shows people that listen to me.
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah, bro, I'm hoping for some wins too, man. Y'all need it.
Alright, man. What are you doing? What are you doing on the weekend to keep yourself fresh?
First of all, I work hard. Right.
So what do you do on the weekends to keep yourself fresh? No running, no spot?
Fresh. I shadow box.
Yeah, just punch in the air. Some people will call that a state of craziness.
No.
But God forbid you're crazy.
Shadow boxing is the actual.
Oh, when you just punch in the air randomly.
It's shadow boxing.
In front of people as well. But just making sure you miss them.
No, I shadow box. Listen, how about this? I'm focused on getting some wins, alright?
I'm focused on stop doing.
You deal with your issues first, I'm doing my issues.
Stop doing weird shit.
Yeah, no, cool. But cool. My week was good. Past week, it was alright still. I feel like as we get older, I think Easter, I really appreciate it a bit more than previously. I think I take it in a bit more. So I think the Easter period, it was a nice time to just really, dwell on, what has actually been done for us. I think I appreciate the sacrifice that our Lord said gave for us more as the years go by. But other than that, I'll just get into what we're going to chat a little about today. I think we've all seen by now, or at least heard about, rapper, philanthropist, entrepreneur.
But that's what he is now.
DMX being in a critical state, possibly, in a critical condition. I believe they believe it's from an overdose, right?
I honestly haven't heard any news. I think it's because I've been off socials.
I don't know if you've seen people.
Yeah, it's from an overdose.
Yeah,
basically.
You've seen people. I think it's hitting some of the older ones a bit more because he was like, so I see the people a couple of years older than me like, I pray for DMX. Like, I used to listen to him when I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, I listen to DMX, but y'all been more seasoned than I am.
X gonna give it to you.
Gonna give it to you. Man, so man, y'all gonna make me lose. But you know what? Yeah, I think I resonated a little bit because some people used to make just to me and call me DMX back in the day.
Oh, because you were aggressive. Or what?
What was the reason then?
What was the reason?
I can see that correlation though.
That was what correlation? Y'all think I'm aggressive?
No, you just said you shadowbox in front of people.
For fun. Shadowboxing, okay. Just for what? Is Anthony Joshua aggressive just because he's a boxer?
Junior, don't aggravate.
No, but bro,
Junior, don't.
Well, you don't use any aggression in your sport.
Bro, he's boxing for sport. You're shadowboxing.
I'm boxing for exercise, bro. What's your problem?
If someone's in front of you and you're doing this, and you're doing that in their face, but you're purposely not trying to hit them, but you're doing it in their face, you don't. That's completely calm to you.
Listen, my bro. If I hit them, they'll feel it. Alright.
Okay, but why are you doing it in someone's face though?
Keeping them on the toes, man. Make sure their reflexes.
Man said, okay, cool. And that doesn't sound like someone that's aggressive to you.
I'm not aggressive though, trust me.
So you've never been aggressive in your life? Because that's what I'm talking about. You said they used to call you DMX.
Have you considered therapy, actually?
First and foremost, yes, I have actually. Thank you very much. don't try and shame me. Black men can do therapy too.
I don't know if anyone actually, went against that, but okay.
Black men are allowed to feel how they feel too. But it was fine.
But they called you DMX back in the day.
And it was nothing to do with aggression.
It was nothing to okay, I've just asked.
People were saying it was because of my voice.
Oh, voice?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Interesting. Fair enough. Maybe it's a bit raspy.
I don't know if that's DMX. It was I think it had DMX. You had Ja Rule.
Ja Rule?
Yeah.
You know what? Where did they quit? Because I never heard it.
Yeah, I
never heard it in secondary. I didn't hear it in college. I didn't hear it in uni. So
is it they?
First of all,
the they.
First and foremost.
Man, wait. Get on the pod, they just say anything.
Wait. First and foremost, you're not trying to do this, calm. Wait.
Just get on the pod, they just say stories.
Wait. Let me speak. Let me speak. Cool. First and foremost.
They call me this and that because of this and that.
Cool. Dead. You might be funny.
No.
It's cool. You might want to do that. It's calm.
Junior, chill. I can speak.
No. In fact, I ain't even gonna speak. Junior, that's calm. Because I don't know how I would make that up, but okay. Anyway, there's proof there, but it's calm. I don't know. First and foremost.
Niggas come on Twitter and say anything.
Man, them people that said they were with me all the time back in the day, but it's cool.
I'm joking, man. Maybe they called you.
No while. Moving on.
I'm just making, I'm trying to hype myself up. I'm sorry.
Back to the discussion.
You're not going to tell us.
No, bro, finish a lie, man.
I'm moving
on. A lie.
No, but I want to know.
I'm moving
on. No, when I say they, like, they're not us, but
listen, I'm moving on. Cool.
Bro, don't do that, man.
Man.
I don't care, man. But don't do that, man.
I just want to move on with the topic of discussion.
No, I want to hear the story, bro.
It's not really
because it painted the picture.
Secondary school, the first people we heard was the year 10th, we were year 7th, so you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then, I think the first person who called me DMX, I think it was Joe Francis. The first time I met him was actually called me DMX. So yeah.
You gonna beep out his name?
So
I'm not beeping out nothing.
It's not deep, man. But yeah, like no wala.
There was no other bit of the story.
Huh? No, bro. It's just a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not a freaking story, bro. It was just a passing comment that you guys tried to turn into something big. But it's cool. It's cool. Still I rise, my angel. Anyway. R.I.P. though. R.I.P.
I'm not gonna lie, she's got some banging quotes though. She's got some deeper quotes. Did she write books?
Yeah, I've got a collection of her books still.
Really?
Yeah, I want to read. What's the book? The book Why the Caged Bird Sings, or something like that. This is Why the Caged Bird Sings. And,
you got like a whole collection or just like a collection?
Maybe like I don't know, about 5 or 6. Like I said, about 5 or 6 books or something. I'm not sure. I need to count the number, but yeah, I got them.
But DMX.
Yeah. So
can you fill me in on the story? Because I actually don't know. Like you literally just mentioned DMX and.
Yeah. No. So I don't know how many days ago it was now. I don't know if you can remind me, Junior. I think it might have been maybe.
I think it's been in the past
Easter week,
4 days or
this
something.
Easter weekend, literally just gone in. It was announced that called DMX had been found. I think in his home or in a home, in a bad state. They believe that he'd OD'd. I don't think they said exactly what substance or what he had OD'd on. That he was in a critical state and it was it's in a bad way. They're not too sure if he's going to recover or not. I did see one report saying that he was in a vegetative state, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't think it's true.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's just in a critical condition.
Hopefully not. But yeah, and obviously you've just been seeing I guess little montages going around and people just saying obviously pray for DMX.
Yeah.
And I think maybe like a day or two ago I came across a video and it was just saying this is kind of like how his addiction first started, and it was just DMX. He was just explaining the story of how like an older influence in his life. He said obviously he kind of took him I guess that person took him as a young brother. He kind of had lots of him as an older brother. He said he himself didn't really have any brothers. So obviously, yeah, you know when you don't really have any other people to look up to, it's a bit easier for you to get into that situation. But he said before
to get swindled.
He hadn't smoked cigarettes before, he hadn't smoked weed before, he hadn't done any drugs before.
How old was he?
I
Was
thought
it
he was 14.
14?
He was 14. And so obviously this guy just passed him like a blunt. Obviously, I guess he's just assuming you're probably just a normal, I guess, just a small bit of his book, massive by a wig.
That green stuff.
But something dangerous. That's really dangerous. It's really dangerous. That green stuff. Yes, I'm guessing he believed it was just just the normal green stuff, and I'm assuming he probably wouldn't have. I guess at the end of the day, it's his decision that he made to obviously smoke, but obviously clearly there was an influence there. And he said when he smoked it, he just said it was just he was like raw.
I ain't felt like this.
I've never felt like this.
Wait, smoked weed?
Yeah,
they gave him a joint.
He believed it was just a joint, right?
But it was what?
He ended up finding out that
it was crack.
It was crack in it.
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Yeah, and obviously, that's a very y'all done seen the movies. You've been seeing things that crack and
what Snowfall?
I'm screaming or anything, yeah.
Is it crack in Snowfall? Yeah, it is.
Crack be doing.
Yeah. Well, you call it the rock in it.
Yeah.
Franklin Saint.
Crack.
You call it Franklin Saint?
No, Franklin.
Just as you guys know, crack. Its effects can be a bit mad still, and he's been struggling with addiction basically his whole life, and since then, and it's crazy because it's this is someone who he trusted, who he looked up to. And for me, I was just thinking Roz, why would you, what was going through the guy's mind? Why would you do that?
At 14.
Yeah, and for me, it was just kind of realizing that, those who have influence over us, or the people who we look up to that are older, and just feeling that they can really shape us, they can really mold, I guess, the trajectory and just the path that we live in. And for me, I was just thinking back on just growing up myself, like how had I like what type of role models have I had in the past? Because it's funny enough, I was actually speaking to a younger guy the other day. I think it was on Sunday. We were just having a discussion, and I was just giving him some advice or whatever. And I was just saying, you know what? For me, it's something I don't mind doing. Because he was like, "Oh no, I appreciate you taking the time out to actually." Because I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I think I ran a little." But he just like, "No, I appreciate you taking the time out to actually, give me some advice on this topic. You made some insightful like points." And I was just like, "Yeah, no, for me, bro, I think." No, it's definitely important to have people that you look up to that are actually a good influence, but you actually feel like you can relate to as well. Because I said for me, I feel like growing up, we didn't really. Like, I wouldn't say that I had like elders or people who I looked up to or maybe mentors. I wouldn't really say I had mentors per se at the time. But I didn't really have anyone who I would say was like a good influence. Not saying that some of the people were bad influences, but they weren't bad people. Like, it's not like, oh, you know what I mean, right? But it's, for example, you can have a friend that's not a bad person, right? But and they're not necessarily a bad friend per se, but their influence on you isn't exactly a positive influence. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, in that same kind of thing, it's like the things that.
Is it not black and white though? If it's not good, it's not bad.
No, but for example, like, I'm sure you have. Because, bruh, I mean...
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, is it a black or white thing?
I don't know, because I feel like, for example, there's probably been some friends who growing up. I wouldn't say I would have been a bad friend, but it's not like
they were great.
It's not like we done good things together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't like, yeah. Well, I wasn't. We're not gonna dive into the details of the thing.
Y'all don't want that.
But, yeah, like, and shut up. And for me. Yeah, because I was thinking that for me is that they weren't bad people saying, well, I think for me, the influence that I had, the influence that caught my eye the most, the things that they were influencing me to do, want to do, weren't exactly things that were, beneficial. It wouldn't have been beneficial for me. And I just wanted to throw that out to you lot as well in terms of like, just growing up, like what type of role models or leaders you guys have in the past. And just whether or not you think you've been influenced by them negatively or positively.
Personally, I'd say growing up, I had some people that were good, positive, older role models. I had very few. I wouldn't say I had like olders, like in the sense of olders. Yeah, like in secondary school there were like some olders there, but like I wouldn't really call them like my personal elders or anything. Like like in secondary school, like you just got those guys who would like they would look out for you to some degree. But I think when we speak of like elders back then, we're talking about like when you're posted on the block, like a lot of that kind of older kind of vibe. I wouldn't say that I had any orders like that. Like, I wasn't.
You weren't out here.
I wasn't out here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really wasn't out here. So like a lot of the people that I looked up to were people like Uncle Ayo, Uncle Mike, like them and there. I would call them like my mentors. Yeah. Back then they were positive influences. But there weren't many.
You know what? Even add on to that point, I feel like for me, I would definitely agree and say that they were positive influences. But I think for me, what I'll say is something that's probably a regret or something. I guess I was a bit too wild at the time for me to really take in the positive.
To appreciate, definitely.
Or actually take it in properly, because it's kind of like some things obviously I would have taken, but it's like at the time I was a bit of a wild child growing up. And it's like
a bit.
We know DMX.
I probably would have taken in the mentorship or like the influence that they had over me. They probably would have brought forth more fruit now than they would back then. But I guess I'm still grateful for the impact that they had. Because then I guess the bad could have been worse if not. Right? So we thank God, innit? Because I think maybe one thing for me that was like that probably did kind of negate effect they had on me, so it negated it being a greater positive effect. Maybe it was just because I guess even though they were like an older influence, they were probably a bit more older still. So it's like you kind of want someone where it's like, okay, this person.
They weren't all that relatable.
Yeah, because it's like you're still grown.
Because even I remember,
even though you're I'm still referring to you as uncle.
Yeah,
so it's like
till now.
Yeah, you're not young. You know what I mean? And for example, like, I think I was looking for the that older brother figure. I've got, for example, older siblings. I've got older siblings. I've got my sister.
Yeah.
Thank God for her life. But obviously, as a guy, you kind of want a male figure you can relate to, right? Yeah. And I guess
Yeah, it wasn't.
I didn't know. Anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah, so.
Well, what type of role models?
If you had any, do you think that you had any? But you got some olders.
I don't think I had any really.
And I think that was probably one of my problems. There weren't enough.
Even another thing as well, I feel like that is in itself just as much as a problem as having some negative influences too. Because then I think sometimes having someone who's older that you can trust and there's a good influence too, they can kind of help vet that. Because then when you don't have a main influence or even just someone who you can go to that's an influence in some part of the life, you just get influenced by everywhere, right? You get influenced by everywhere, but you don't have someone to vet it. So for example, I could have, I guess, some of my own come to me with advice or something, and I could say, they've been in, this is what everyone might be doing right now. And I can tell you, no, trust me, this it's not good for you. By the time you're my age, you look back, a lot of them people won't do it anymore, and you look back and be thankful that you didn't do it, or you look at some people who did do it and see what it's caused. Like, trust me, it's not worth it. And even in terms of like when you see other people doing wrong, and it seems like the majority are doing certain things, you don't have that older person to kind of let you know that you're not missing out. Just stick on the straight and narrow, you'll be all right, kind of thing. Whereas no influence, I won't lie. Like it's easier said than done. At the end of the day, the decision lies in your hands. But if we're honest, like you're more likely to be pressured into doing what the majority is doing, right? Like I had a conversation with one of my brothers the other day, and we were just speaking about, I guess just certain actions or mistakes that I might have made in the past or whatever. That I guess you're probably thinking, it was probably that.
They were talking about you specifically.
Yeah, I was just saying to him, just like, obviously, just they were out of character, or like it's like looking back at it, it's kind of thinking like, even me, the fact that I did it, even me at the time would have been out of character. So it's kind of like, right. And he was just like, listen, it's fun. Of course, like end of the day, the decision to do it lies on you. But like, I think who were you with when you did those things, and like think about how you were influenced. And when I thought about some of the people I was with when I did those things, I was just thinking,
they're kind of like enablers.
There's enablers or that, and it's like, or you think of it like, okay, I did this with this person, but if I was a junior,
I could have run.
Like, we wouldn't have done that because, like you said, either he wouldn't have enabled me to do it, or...
Well, I still remember the time where I was trying to drag you off someone and we were beefing, and
What you trying to do, bro?
No, bro, I'm just saying, innit? Like,
don't pitch yourself to be.
I don't want anyone to think that, I want people to know that I was one of the guys, the stand-up guys that was always helping.
I mean, I was in the stand-up.
No, wait, did I say that?
No,
I'm saying, in one of the examples I've given,
I'm sure
I was there helping, bro.
I'm sure there's examples that you've been in naughty.
Where were you?
Oh, no, I've been there sometimes.
And what have you done in this?
I've been there sometimes.
When?
Fam, when you were having that situation in that science room, you was there.
I was screaming.
I was there. Where were you?
Anywhere? I wasn't in your set.
Okay.
So.
No, it wasn't in class. That's the thing.
So where was I then?
I don't know, man.
We don't know.
Well, what time was it?
It was last time.
It was during school.
Ah, boy, well,
Okay.
Actually, no, maybe not. But at the time, I was bare thinking he might have just let me rock him out, fam. My gosh.
Alright, bro.
Right.
Gosh.
You know how it is, man. If I was there, maybe we would have brought the guy up together, man.
And that's the type of friend you want to be proud of?
Bro.
Yeah, no.
That's cool. I'm there, bro. Don't worry, man.
But, yeah, man, I feel like, so, like, just even as well, I think sometimes having no influence at all can be just as bad. Yeah, man. It's just something to be wary of.
How do you think that's changed now?
What?
How do you think that's... Are you changing that now, or?
I think I'm definitely being more mindful of it. I think, well, first and foremost, I'm just trying to lead by example. But I realised that at the end of the day, like an example is good and all, but eventually you need to be able to communicate, you need to be able to relate. Because at the same time, sometimes you might be able to, you may be an example, but they don't know you've gone through some of the things that they're dealing with because they're seeing you now, right? And it's crazy because I think sometimes you can have a conversation with someone, you start telling them about some of the things you've enjoyed, you see how their eyes open up and think, wow, like you pass through this too. If I'm just looking at the man I'm speaking to now, the guy that I'm speaking to now, I would have never been able to tell. And it's just like, yeah, listen, bro, this is encouragement. Like, this may be your battle of today, but you're going to look back on it and just think, oh, this is just a little inconvenience of it was an inconvenience of yesterday now, like when you look back on it. So trust me, yeah. I think for me, I'm definitely trying to be mindful of just being able to be an encouragement or an influence, or I don't know about role model per se. I don't really use it. I don't know about using the word role model, but just I guess being able to give back or give a positive influence, right?
Yeah, but I think there's a part on the recipient as well. Like they kind of need to work it.
Of course, for any mentee or somebody who wants to be like taught or wants to be like guided, like you have to be willing. Yeah, you have to be willing. You know, because it's part of it. There needs to be some kind of submission, right? Because, like you said, I had a good influence with their growing up, and it's like I chose what part I wanted to eat and what part I didn't want to. So the part of me there was a responsibility of me to submit to that, right? So yeah, no, that's definitely important.
I think where as well there wasn't, and there's probably even less now, but it was less visible back then as well. Like those positive influences, anyway. Like they were very few and far between. Like, bro, the people I'm talking about, they were in church, innit? Like, you get me? I wasn't out on road, but I can only imagine, like, who's the positive influence are you gonna see out on road? Like, imagine you've got a group of 10 guys, you might just have the one that's always just gonna be like, oh no, yeah, you man, I like it, man, like don't get into that, like don't do that, yeah. But then you got the other 9 be like, hey, shut up, man. Let's have this guy, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's, and I guess you're a product of your environment and these things there, so that's why, like, I'm always a bit like, if I can be that change in my environment or affect someone else's environment by infiltrating that space and, you know, being that difference, I'm here for that. But fam, in the world that we are now, I think for a lot of guys, we're quite self-centered. Like, we're all just chasing the bag ourselves. Like, why am I thinking of next shoot? Like, fam, he'll figure it out. Do you know what I mean?
I ain't done enough to be a mentor yet, but
do you get?
Let me take care of myself, then I'll suit you right now. I know. I feel like I get that sometimes too, but I think recently just thinking like, okay, I guess there's still something I can give now, right? Rather than waiting until I just have everything quiet. I'm in a position where I feel like I have to give, because no matter what, there's things you've been through, there's things you've experienced that other people are going through or are yet to go through that you can help with, right? I was going to ask as well in terms of like obviously influences, like what would you say, like what kind of influences do you have in your life now, or what influences are there that you would say that you need that maybe you don't have?
In my life now, hey, I made the conscious effort to go get help in it. Like,
I'm joking. Just kidding.
But like, when I was in uni, there was one guy who I reached out to, and we were having like meetings ever so often, and even like a couple weeks ago, like he hit me up, and like just chopping it up. Like, I have people that I'm able to, that I can to some extent keep myself accountable to, and you know, and grow in it. Like, there's one, I've got another. Like, funny enough, like these people, like I've actually, like they reach out to me, like, and that's what I kind of like in it. Like, sometimes I feel a bit weird, like
reaching out to people.
Same. But when like I see that they are genuinely caring for me, like, and it's not even from a place of like privilege or anything. Like, they literally just want the best for me. So these people will be like reaching out to me at the times where I need it the most as well. Like literally in the nick of time, I'll just see a message. I'll be like, "Alright, God, you're working overtime here, innit?"
Like if you ain't gonna listen to me, let me send somebody you go
you know
listen
what I mean?
to.
Like, and it's always refreshing, like hearing from them that I'm never just gonna get it. It's a journey at the end of the day. That's what we always get told, is a journey. It's progression, not perfection. That's a message that's been reiterated time and time again to myself. But it's understanding that you have to set some goals in it. Like you have to be able to look down the line and be able to tick some goals off as you're going into becoming the better man, the more progressive man that you're trying to become, the more disciplined man, the more principled man that you're trying to be. Do you know what I mean? The more valued man. So it's all about how these men are so intentional about me becoming the best version of myself. It's only right for me to actually, take that information and do them proud. But it's understanding that it's not even for their benefit, it's for myself. Because them two will point out that they're making, that they've got people above as well who are looking out for them. Like, it's a ripple effect. Do you know what I mean? That is a ripple effect. So I was listening to a message by John Bevere, and he was saying how some people, serious guy, and he was talking about how some people struggle with growth and these things, but they are the most selfish of people. And he says, like, the best way for you to grow is to pour into someone else. Like, you're imagine a container that's just being filled and filled and filled and filled, but it has no outlet to give out. Like, that bottle won't grow, but when you have that outlet to give out, that bottle can expand and it can take more in. Do you know what I mean? So like, that's what a lot of my mentors are like. Like you have the ability, you have some knowledge, and you want to acquire more, but with what you have, you should be able to, free up some time, free up some resources, free up some materials to pour into others as well. And you don't, and I think that's one big thing that a lot of people are, like, say they always think that they have to have it all together before they can be in that position. But understanding that as I am, that I can give, I can give what I have. So that's one thing that I'm definitely a lot more intentional about, like giving all of me. So myself, I can grow more as well. That's where I am right now, anyway, in terms of that journey.
It's a journey. What about you?
To answer that, to answer the question, boy, right now I don't know if I have many mentors. I don't think maybe one, and that's probably PY. That's if I need him, if I try him for something. More time, I think I just have friends or people that I can go to about certain situations, certain times I need stuff, or certain times I want to hear information. It would be nice to have a mentor or a mentor. Like, maybe I have one to do work, maybe. So, like, my old manager that's left, she always checks up on me. We're having a conversation about where I want to move, like how I want to move forward. And that's always someone that supported me. So she can be seen as a mentor, to be honest.
So I guess like a work mentor.
Yeah, that's like a work mentor.
Because I guess sometimes you can have mentors for different functions, right?
Yeah. So I have. So I have. Okay. Yeah. So I do have a work mentor. I'd say I have a spiritual mentor in PY. Yeah, I'd say that. I think that's all I really have for now. I think I want, I need a couple more in it, but I feel like most of my friends, as we're all on this journey together, finding out things together, you know, we can all use each other to learn certain things, because some people know some stuff, some people don't.
Yeah.
And that's what helps at the end of the day anyway. Obviously it makes sense that, you know, grow together, help each other out. Obviously the whole pouring into other people as well. So, you know, whenever someone wants to ask me something, I always help and ask. Like I'm open to being a mentor for someone else.
Yeah.
Just in case they ever need it.
You don't want to be a role model?
No, what?
Sometimes
No,
that one's heavy. Jesus, listen, I'm like, Jesus is your role model. Me, I can help you mentor you, follow me as I follow Christ. Jesus is the role model, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't call my, you know, obviously I don't want my kids to look up to me, but
I ain't perfect.
Yeah, like, don't follow me, bro. I'm not perfect, but like I don't mind being a mentor for anyone else. Like if someone, like maybe, you know, for people in secondary school. I've always said that. So whenever like someone in secondary school or someone in college that maybe wants to do law or whatever comes to me, then I can advise them whenever they need. But yeah, now you know, hopefully I'm impacting, hopefully I'm helping. Just depends on the situation, innit?
Yeah. I think for me personally, kind of align with you in terms of I wouldn't say like I have like a proper close mentor kind of relationship with someone per se. But I would say I do have mentors in certain, because I think I had a conversation before with somebody like, you know, so not everybody that I guess is a mentor is like, I guess, close up. Sometimes someone like a mentor from afar, you see some desirable attributes in people or in the way that they carry themselves in a certain area, and you at least, you know, take certain things, you know, you take certain things from it and you apply it to your own life, right? So I guess there are some people who like, yeah, they meant me from afar, and I think I got a good, I would like to say I've got a good, like, I don't know what word to say. I guess I've got a good friendship structure at the moment right now, you know, I think good amount of brothers and sisters and people who are committed to growing, first of all, spiritually, and just, you know, just growing and becoming better people in general. And we're always looking to help each other out. You know, I think it's good when you can take inspiration from the people that are around you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely important. But yeah, I think I would say though, in terms of manners, I guess it would be nice to have more. This might not even be necessarily, I guess, a mentor, like one individual mentor. But I guess I think in terms of just more examples of mentors or men, but in terms of in the role as like, I guess, like a father.
I was gonna say,
or a husband. I think I probably need a bit more examples of that. But I guess I would probably need someone that you know that's willing to pour into us, kind of thing. I guess had like maybe impartial or something. I had the real conversations, but I think you don't really have anyone who comes and really tells you like listen, well, like fatherhood, this is what it's gonna be like. Because even with myself and my father, we haven't really had a conversation about like listen, this is how fatherhood was for me when I first got into it, like or whatever. And then I guess as well being a husband. So I've never really, I guess, probably needing someone for someone for things like that in the future. I guess, yeah, that would be definitely beneficial for a lot of people.
I think that all it takes is just to reach out though to man, because even me, like I think I chose Asha Tammy just to see what her, because like I'm cool with Tammy's dad, innit? So I shouted Tammy's dad because I was like, oh, for the season, no, I shouted Tammy to shout her dad for me.
Yeah.
Just so, like, I was like, because for the season I'm in and I've got bare questions, and, you know, Uncle's a big, you know, a big boy. Tammy's gonna listen to this, innit? But, her dad, bro, her dad's wavy. So I was just like,
small boy in this team.
Bro, don't be small boy. Like, he's out here, like, 2 kids, they're both doing well. Like, I was like, you know, bro, I said, you know, I was like, let me come and I need to come and chop out with your dad. Like, and whenever I'm ready, I can just go there to chop up, and it's just from having a conversation and reaching out.
Yeah. And
like, obviously for me, I was like, oh, okay, I need to find a couple, I need to, like, you can have friends in certain situations that can help anyway, but like, for me, I thought I need someone that's, you know, maybe 2 years into marriage, one person that's 7, and then one person that's flipping like 25 years.
Different stages.
Yeah, different and it's obviously just come through shouting people. So I think
that's the difference between friendship and mentorship, though. I think that mentorship are those who are experience in it. You know, they have the experience there to actually to speak on, like, as friends, we're all going through it together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're all of the same-ish kind of journey, but a mentor is someone who's kind of been through it or are further downstream from us. You know what I mean?
Like through their experience or whatever, they should try. Through their experience being passed down, the knowledge that they gain from it should kind of ease the path for you, help you avoid certain hurdles that they went through that aren't necessary, right?
Yeah, and you know what's funny, when it comes to these kind of things, it's like, you know, you've probably gone through you're probably going through a situation where you think no one has gone through the situation. And if you speak to everyone else from, I think most people have actually gone through the same situation. It's just that, you know,
it's crazy how we can isolate ourselves and think, I'm the only one going through this, all right, woe is me, the world is against. Like, but then when you speak to people, you realize, people have travelled this path before me, and you know, many more are going to travel after me. I guess the main thing is just, how can I pave the road so that people have an easier road to travel on, right?
Yeah.
After.
I'm sure the Bible says there's nothing new underneath the sun.
Yeah, true.
Like everything has.
Go off. Hit him with the scripture, bro.
No, but it's true though. Like, even people in the Bible who had mentors as well. Like, if you look at the relationship between Samuel, good and bad. Like
he learned some lessons.
Like Samuel and Eli. Do you get that was a mentorship relationship? Obviously, Samuel took the good, you know,
threw away the bad,
and like, that's how it goes. Like, is not just because at the end of the day, there's that person that you're going to call a mentor is still a human being. Yeah. At the same time as well, they are still going to make mistakes. They have made mistakes before as well. I think that's an important thing that my dad always tells. He will always say, the good that you see in me, take, but the bad, leave alone. Like, don't copy the bad in it, because you have to recognize that people are still human beings at the end of the day. They are going to make mistakes. But that's why when people want to like chastise or talk about certain like pastors that have done some sins or whatever, like, they are men of God, yes, they should know the word, yes, but they are human. Like, primarily they are a human being, they are a man.
I think I remember listening to one man God, he was speaking about how people were only seeing him as the man of God, but nobody was seeing him as the man who needed God too. And I think sometimes you need to be able to, like, I guess, separate the man of God and also the man who needs God just as much as you do, right? Yeah.
So it's just understanding that in what direction I choose to take my life, there are people that are gonna benefit, and this is where I get like, maybe sometimes I'm a bit analytical with the way that I choose the people around, because some people say, you're just using me, and if that's how you want to see it, okay, but I'm using you for good. Like, I feel like in relationships should be useful.
Yeah, they should be useful.
Do you get? But it's not that
they should be reciprocal.
Bro. Yeah, no, and that's what I mean. Like, in the sense that people should be able to. You should be my friend because you're able to get something from me. Like, you're leaving my presence feeling renewed. Not like, why did I just waste my time with my man? I didn't get anything. I didn't gain anything. Like, I feel like where I was saying, like, my currency, like, it's time. Like, it's time spent. How do you spend that time? Like, the time that I spend with you should be edifying. It should be of good. Like, if we're having fun, let's pop out it. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's get to cracking. But it shouldn't just be to wallow and waste time. I'm not on it. Do you know what I mean? So, that's where I'm at in that sense. Like, what am I able to? I don't even like saying it like that, but what am I able to gain from this relationship? Essentially, it's a bit of a. Do you think that like do you have any relationships that you can say that what am I able to gain from it, or is that a right mind view? Is that a right view to have a relationship? Or
well, I think each to their own, but I just think it's kind of selfish still.
Tell. No, I feel like of course you should be gaining something from a relationship. I don't think this is something I have to be like to actually go raw on my game. What am I getting from the kind of thing? I think it should just be like should be the relationship that I choose to have. There should be some kind of benefit that I have from persisting in this relationship. Right? Whether it could be the smallest thing, it could be, I guess, because of this person, I'm growing in patience of the person. I'm being, my interpersonal skills are developing.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to relate and deal with people better. I can manage people better. I understand other people's emotions better. But I think sometimes when I hear that in terms of what am I gaining, I think normally I hear it from it's normally a monetary or a how can it help me towards a monetary kind of thing. So, well, if you ain't putting me in touch with people that can help me make money, then if our relationship doesn't have some kind of business venture or money that can be made, then it's not only there are different relationships and there are different I guess functions and
of the relationship.
So I think the main thing at the end of the day, though, isn't it? Like the relationship isn't always about what you can get from it; it's what you can give.
So sometimes in certain relationships, sometimes people are there just to gain from you, and sometimes.
What was it saying in relation? Was it relational intelligence? That there's 4 types of.
Yeah.
Did you remember the 4?
I don't remember what. I think friends, acquaintances, advisors, and then
is the one that
you advise.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just out here pouring out to people, and it is what it is, man. If that's what I'm there in your life for, and I'm helping you, then I don't mind.
I think it's important to be able to. I think I remember seeing. I don't know if it's a quote or something where it's like you haven't really done anything until you've done something. Or you've done something generous, or you don't think kind for something that can't pay you back. And I guess that's true of true Shannon. You actually be generous. Like, what are you? Because it's like cool. It's easy to do something where you're getting paid for it, where you're gaining something from it, right? But when you're actually doing something where it's like, especially in the immediate term, there's nothing I can get from it. Like I remember actually one time I was speaking to someone and he was just kind of giving me advice in terms of the career side of things or whatever, and he was just like, listen, if anything was to come from this or whatever, like. My only thing would just be that you help people as well when you're in the position to do so. And I was like, and that's the kind of thing that you want to do. That it's not just about what I can get. What can I give?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say as well in terms of that. I don't know. For me personally, I don't really have anyone I guess per se that I mentor, but I guess there's people who I probably do have some kind of influence over their life or whatever. But what about you guys? Do you guys have anybody that you mentor or that you have influence over? I guess how do you plan on making impacts?
I wouldn't say that I have people that I mentor specifically.
Don't you? I saw you were talking about like some law. Was it someone that you were helping go through something in law or something like this? Maybe not.
No, but I wouldn't call that a mentor. I just call that if you need to ask a question or anything, then ask me in it. But I'd go to far say maybe an influence, but look, I don't think I'm there's just people that maybe you shout me and I help you, or if you constantly shout me and I help you, then okay, whatever you want to call that in it. But I don't think it comes with a title for me. Obviously I'm working my way or building my way to, you know, like the kind of mentor I wanted or I would like is what I want to build myself to be. So that if someone's in my position and they want someone like me, I can be that person for someone.
So like a work mentor.
Yeah, like not work mentor, relationship mentor, life mentor, like a full blown life mentor. So that's me working my way up to build myself to what I want someone to think of me as. So that's it. That's the plan. Like that's like in terms of making impact. Like it's just being open to help others. Like, you know, me, as I said, I don't mind pouring into people. If you don't pour into me, it's fine. Like, at least I'm doing.
I got mine anyway.
Not yet. I'm on my way though. But like, if I'm just constantly pouring into you and you're not pouring into that's fine. That's bro. At the end of the day, look, I'm just here in this life for however long we're here for however long I'm here for, to help people anyway. So if I do my work here until you know, it's one of them ones. God will come when I see God in heaven and say, "Well done for helping my children," and I'm like,
my good and faithful servant.
It's God, I got you, man. It's all good. It took a lot, but
they had us in the first half.
They had me, but look at them now. They're shining. But yeah, so anyone ever has any questions, anything like that, like yeah, man, just shout me innit. Don't come and shout me asking for stupid stuff, though, innit?
Oh no.
Get out of here! No, the stupid thing.
Change up what you said.
What about you,
man? I think it's the title again. I guess I don't like titles. Yeah.
Oh, that's a deeper discussion. we gonna leave that for another day.
Yeah. Speak up, be in trouble, man.
Bruh. What is it? Don't like titles.
I guess I just don't like titles. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like a youth leader. I like church, my little group. Look at something there, that's all,
Okay, let's be properly.
But I don't know, because it's kind of a thing where a group of us saw a need in it.
Yeah.
And then we said we need to facilitate this need.
Yeah.
So I guess where we haven't been appointed the title,
but there was a need and you guys filled it, so yeah.
There was a need and we filled it, yeah. That's the position I'm in. And then people have reached out to me. But again, it goes back to the point of you gotta want it. Do you know what I mean? Like one of my good little bros, he reached out to me one time and we were chopping it up for a couple of weeks, and he wanted, he came for the advice, he got the advice that he needed, like it's just like if you want it, it's always there. And I think it's I guess we can make it harder than it is by saying it's not there, but the help is always there. I think we always know where to find it. Like even back then, I said there's only church, but church was it was a big part of my life, you know what I mean? That is chill.
I'm playing. I'm playing,
but even like you said, we could have made so much more use of it.
Yeah. Back
then, we could be so much more further. We thank God for where we are. But yeah, we who knows what. I don't even ask that question. Who knows where we're gonna be? I'm where I need to be.
Yeah, I feel like I used to put those things like that a lot, but now I just feel like listen, where you are now.
Yeah.
You're where you need to be, so just keep moving.
I'm very much aware I need to be, and I think I think more so I'm grateful that people because even when that bro approached me, I was just like, brother, do you know whom's? Do you know what I've done? Like, do you know whom's I am? Like,
I thought I'm just a sinner.
I said, bro, some of the things that you're straight. I said, brother,
don't kill me.
I said, we could have been in the same place. Who knows? But honestly, I felt very grateful that he could even reach out to me, like, and then when I broke down like what it was, like he walked away so uplifted, so. You know, like you can see that he was a therapist. Well, you gotta go through therapy first. I mean, we all go.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm willing to do everything it takes to, get the best version of myself outside and bring it to fruition.
Yeah.
But just to wrap things up from here, then, I would say, what is something, I guess, maybe even personally, just in general, that you think we can do?
Wait, did you even ask the question for yourself?
I said my point and then asked it out to you.
Sorry.
In terms of, because I said I don't really have any, but I guess it's something I would like at some point to give. I think I always want to pay things back, right? So I think it's just about being available and I guess just keep working on myself for now, so that I guess when the opportunity does present itself, I can. But yeah, just personally, just I guess a quick one thing I guess we can do to guide those who are coming behind us. Me, I think I'll go first and just say that just be available. I think be available and I guess kind of make yourself known. I don't know how per se, but yeah, that's something I'll just put out there. Whose man's is this? Junior.
Wait, just a quick point. Like, even the people that we might call mentors probably don't think they're mentors themselves. I don't think you ever get to a position where you're like, okay, I can mentor someone now.
Yeah.
I think it's just sometimes you can get...
You just realise you've been helping this guy for a while.
Yeah.
He's still coming back for advice.
Yeah. And the thing is, maybe you won't even say, oh, I'm a mentor now. You'll just be like, you'll just say something like, just be helping someone, and then they'll just start calling you like, oh yeah, he's one of my mentors or whatever. And you won't realise it until, they actually say it in front of you.
Yeah.
So, like, all the people that you've helped, they could say, like, they're like my big bro. Like, that's another word for mentor. Like,
yeah, I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's, first it's just being available for someone. I think people got to think of themselves in that person's shoes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might think the person is just dry and you don't have time for that person. But you've got to also remember that back in the day, you was like that. Like, if I could picture myself at like your age, just asking constant questions like why? It's a good thing to act childlike. It's a good thing to have childlike behaviour and always asking why, because that's how you get the most information that you need.
Yeah, very
true. So, just deep yourself as that person and be like, why are they asking so many questions? And bro, at the end of the day, it's just them bettering yourself. What does it take for someone to, like, say an hour of your time? Some people might say it's too long, but what is an hour of your time to help someone be better at the end of the day?
That could be £100.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
To be fair, like you both said, available, able. I think developing that selflessness. I think Junior kind of touched on it. Like that selflessness, being able, like even when it's inconvenient, when it's uncomfortable, being able to be there for someone in need. I think it was a transformation sermon. I don't think it was Matt Todd. And this guy was talking about like a sacrificial offering, like giving up of yourself, even when you feel like it doesn't make sense. Like, and I feel like sometimes mentorship can be like that when someone just randomly calls your line and they just start bottling out, like just spilling 150 words a second, like, and you're just there, like, shell shocked, like, what do I do? But I think being able to say, yeah, I can give myself, and just being able to be selfless in that moment and picture yourself in their shoes and how you would like for someone to help you there. I think that's a great way to start that journey, essentially. Just developing that selfless or going the extra mile. Generally caring. I think when you care for someone and you see a need in their life, you're gonna facilitate that need as well. It's just a little, hey bro, I think you can do better, make better choices. Kind of a thing. And
you cool. I said, at one point you come with ad?
No, did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I was hearing dog call because you really dropped a couple.
No, it's good. Like we. Like,
yeah, I guess we all expanded.
Yeah, like we all just went in and out. So like that's literally it. Like, that's. I think we're definitely getting to that age as well, though. Like where the youngers are. I think I kind of see the youngers looking at us now. Like even one of my younger bros, he even messaged me this week asking me if I know any driving instructors. I was just like, my man, do you know when I got my license? I even thought to tell him just to go do his automatic man for that.
Google.
I feel to tell him to go look at automatic because I don't think anyone's going to be driving manual cars soon.
See, that's the thing for having a mentor. I tell them to go do their automatic, love.
Really?
Oh, what's the point of doing manual if everything's changed? To
be fair, like, people are still making manual cars. I would still say get a manual.
Not for long.
Do you think though? I don't think. Everything
not in the UK anyway. What is it, man? 2030, right?
No, that's for electric cars.
That's electric cars, but then electric cars are.
Once electric cars start taking
electric cars manual.
No, they're manual as well. Yeah. I think so. I need to Google that.
To be fair, I ain't seen a lot of electric cars when we come across.
Oh, bro, you know the Mercedes. Oh, is it the
EQC?
The EQ. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's like basically it's like an electric gear.
Because electric cars don't have a clutch or a gearbox with different speeds like a conventional diesel or petrol, they get away with a single gear drive and reverse. So they have manual gearbox. That's all, mate.
So. Yeah.
See ya.
I've had that EQC is pain. Nah, I've seen it bears.
Well, I guess we'll wrap up here then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you want to take us home?
No, let's let you do it, man. As soon as you took over the episode, man.
I'm screaming. Alright then. Cool. Well, this has been episode 49.
Wait, no, you don't want to say anything? Actually, no, continue. You're doing alright.
You just told him.
He's trying to stop me.
You're just going to say, oh no, go on.
Yeah, no, this has been episode 49. We just want to thank alright, cool, yeah. This ain't happening again, y'all. This ain't happening again. But this has been episode 49. We just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We want to thank you for listening. We appreciate all the love, the support. Be sure to tune into the video when it drops, or if you're listening, continue to listen, share it, like, share, subscribe, all of that. And yeah, we'll be back again soon with episode 50. And yeah, I'm gonna let Junior.
Out of 10. Out of 10.
My guy, let him.
I'm happy that you tried it. It's good.
Oh, you're marking now.
No, it's not.
He was actually genuine.
Can we just, let's just exit, guys.
Alright. Yeah, so as Akin said, episode 49, obviously 50th episode coming next week, so If you guys have any questions, you know, but anything like that you want to ask, like, you know, we see how the episode goes. Maybe it'll be an interactive episode. Depends on what you guys come up with at the end of the day. So, you know, ask us questions. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As AK said, rightfully so. It's been your boy Junior.
It's your boy Akim.
This is my favourite email.